Welcome back, honorable heroes and vicious villains alike. I know it's been a minute since you last joined our fire, but we're back again. I said last video that we had to grow some extra teeth, and that's what we've been busy doing. Some technical issues arose and required both time and money to remedy. I started this channel with a little more than an eagerness to tell a story with my friends, and my amateur techniques in editing were as tedious as they were inefficient. I'm hoping that our fancy new programs and editing know-how will be a lot smoother than what we were doing before. Our aim is always to improve our process and make episodes come faster while still striving to make it the best quality show we can manage between 5 less than amateurs in the space of tabletop gaming. Are we technically a podcast? Well, whatever you want to call us, we're happy you joined us back by the fire, and I welcome you once again to the Gilded Cage, the tale of 4 adventurers trying to join a secret society of investigators and monster hunters. Without further ado, I present to you Episode 4, Part 1, Echoes and Shadows.
Well, I guess we can go ahead and get started here.
Oh, cool, yay.
And so, because when we last left off, you had seen some crazy shit.
Oh, yeah.
You touched the memory orb, and so your characters were transported back in time to view a world where
Everything was being stomped on by Godzilla.
well, yes, a massive saurian lizard coming out of the ocean to shoot an energy beam at a beast of nightmares and tentacles and shadow that was crawling into the smoking caldera of Isla Prima's volcano. And so, you guys wake up after seeing that crazy shit. Although, I do have to give a little disclaimer. I use the token here of Pathfinder's own King Megaro, but I do say that the creature that you saw did not look exactly like this picture, for it is not King Megaro himself.
Ah, I see.
It was not, he doesn't have like 2 tails, but he's still a giant terror lizard.
Earl Megaro.
It is me, Megaro.
Yeah, and does anyone actually have knowledge history?
No.
Not on this
Knowledge
character.
is,
What's knowledge?
No one has history.
And nobody does. So yeah, no, you don't actually
Ever.
know the name of the crazy terror lizard that you saw that shoots off energy beams.
I'm more interested in whether or not the thing crawling into the volcano survived.
I guess I'll just assume it's a dragon. That makes sense.
It's some sort of dragon.
It's a sort of wingless dragon.
Yeah, what do they call those in this system? A drake? No, that's a different thing.
I think they call them worms.
No, I think that's just like an age of a dragon. Hold on, let me look this up real quick.
I think it's probably a dinosaur.
Or
Oh yes, a dinosaur.
a
We'll
drake.
just call it a big dinosaur.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, so everyone except Rose Raza wakes up on the ship with Captain Engine staring down at you, the blue cigarette smoking between his teeth. He says, "Hell of a rush, ain't it?"
A little bit. What was that?
Ditto. What was that? Especially that thing in the volcano. Didn't look like that blast killed it.
I've never heard of a dragon without wings. I really gotta get a handle on whatever I'm trying to do with this character's voice.
And Cap Manji kind of gives a laugh. That's Selithak.
Selithak.
Selithak, the world-born angry.
Interesting. That's a name, all right.
Alright.
He sort of gives a shrug. He's like, well, there had to be some reason Isla Prima ain't been claimed by any of the world's nations.
And some kind of monster bigger than any creature that I have ever come across in my entire life or could possibly imagine at this current point would be a good reason.
He nods. He's like, yeah, that's,
What was its title again?
Selithak, the world-born angry.
Well, that answers
Thank you.
the question. What was that other thing?
Something from between the stars.
And did it die?
As far as I know, I was, of course, didn't live to see it die, but I assume it must have if things are still around.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Jinx.
But sodas haven't been invented yet.
It's okay. I'll get him an ale.
Okay, clearly.
What is a soda?
But there's sodas.
Oh,
They're just called
sarsaparillas.
cordials. They're called cordials.
This sounds like some gnomish devilry.
But he'll tell you,
Busy
Devesh, that the thing crawling into the volcano was a monster that they called Ferravern. The cultists, they drew it here.
Drunk cultists.
Interesting. And I assume these cultists are one of the things this whole mess is for.
Yes.
And it fought with Silithak? I'm sorry. Very dizzy from this whole ordeal. Totally not writing things down and being half distracted with notes.
Rose Raza starts waking up as Capmangin's explaining. He says, Ferravern was drawn here to try, to eat Silithak.
That didn't seem like it went over very well.
No, see, the legends say that Silithak sleeps within the dormant volcano. Well, that's not entirely true.
Not entirely accurate.
Hold on, let me see if I can guess the twist here. The volcano is the corpse of Vera Vern, and it sleeps within it after beating it to death. Am I close?
What?
He looks at you like, no. Ferravern was the thing slithering into the volcano.
Okay.
So,
I was trying to put more of a spin on it than was necessary.
See, you might think Silithak's a big brute, but he tends to like ambushing things. He waited for Ferravern to slither into the volcano and then capitalized on his environment. See, Silithak is, some say he's hotter than the planet's core, some say he's just as hot. Me, I just know that's really fucking hot. And Capmangin told you that the big thing slithering into the volcano was Ferravern the Star Eater.
I guess it also likes to try and eat kaiju.
Like I said, Silithak, he burns real hot. There's a lot of energy in that big lizard.
I'll take your word for it.
He's the protector of Isla Prima.
I guess you could say he's a hot-blooded hero.
You could say that. But,
just needs a scarf.
He can't abide anything aberrant getting too close to Isla Prima.
Oh, I get it, so...
Okay.
Alright, I see why we touched the thing now. It's allegory.
For what?
Us? Right?
I think it was just to see what happened.
It seemed like a history lesson to me. I might be missing something.
Oh, well, okay. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I was about to say, I'm trying to think of the threads you're connecting. I'm like, huh.
Well, I mean, like, with the Black Gamble Society, something, aberrants fight, big lizard hate aberrants too.
Yeah, that's why that's why the capital of the Black Gambit Society is on Isla Prima.
Yeah.
It's because Silithak keeps everything aberrant away from Isla Prima.
So I wonder why Silithak didn't react when something happened earlier.
And if Rosaraza, if you're wondering that out loud, then Capmangin says,
good point.
Now you're asking the right questions.
Well,
I mean, I'm glad that the volcano didn't blow up again, but
Yeah, that'd be bad if that happened.
Capmangin looks at you like it blew up again?
So, was that it? Just showing us what guards the island?
Showing you what guards the island and showing you what's at stake.
An example of what we might have to deal with then.
Yeah, you're fresh aspirants, but you may one day be called upon to help against something that big. Luckily, Ferravern showed up on our home turf, and Silithak was ready to bring the fight to it, but that may not always be the case.
Well, I'll need to start working on bigger bombs.
That's the spirit. You're not wrong.
I wonder what happens if... I've heard of, and seen examples now, of the asylum, as it were. What if something a little more aberrant were to happen to those people? That certainly doesn't set the thing off, does it? I imagine otherwise we'd be missing an asylum.
The people at the asylum do good work. If something gets a little too far out of control, well, sometimes they go for the bigger mercy.
What if someone were to have escaped from the asylum?
Selethak doesn't generally bother with small fish.
Fair.
Well,
It's
then a mouthful probably isn't worth it.
Yeah.
You're right about that one. It's, even if one cultist were to get to Isla Prima, it's not like Selethak would come out and stomp around on him. It's the bigger threats that make him stir.
Or maybe this threat that we had earlier, that this, we heard the Night of Screams name.
Yes.
Maybe this Night of Screams wasn't a big enough event.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it didn't expect
It might have
to.
just happened too quickly.
That too. Something got loose. So if it got loose, then it had to have been there for... I don't know. We have questions that need answering.
The skeleton shrugs. Captain, he's been awake for an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not asking them of him.
He has no idea what happened 2 weeks ago.
You should get out more.
Yeah. So,
I can't really leave the tooth.
Oh, you can't? No.
No. That's part of the curse.
How long do you stay awake after we leave?
Well, until I decide to go back to bed, so I'll walk around, stretch the bones, and then
We have any of that wine left.
Curiosity.
he looks at you and is like, wine?
Well, that's what we have. Well, had. I think we actually used it all.
I don't have any wine. What I got's grog.
No, that was
Luckily,
something else, Bruce.
can't imagine. He's like, what I got's grog. Somebody comes by and stocks me up every now and then, or at least I assume so, because every time I look in the kitchen, there's more. So I'm going to drink enough of it and go back to bed after all of yous leave.
What's up, Matrix? Monitor eyeball. This is going full last unicorn. Get the skeleton drunk.
He's already drunk.
How's it going, Matrix?
That's the secret, Captain. He's always
I've
drunk.
answered.
I mean, he was fairly pickled. The alcohol was imbued in his bones. We set him on fire.
Oh yeah, he was thoroughly sloshed. So,
Got the shit out of him.
oh yeah, they exploded him a few times. You knocked him down 4 times, and then he yielded.
And then we glued him to the ground at one point.
Yeah, the Tanglefoot bag. God damn it.
All right. What was the captain's name again? I never get to
Captain Engine. A-N-J-I-N.
Oh,
Minor illusion
I need to
done.
change that name. I also wrote it down as Engine.
No. No, engine means pilot.
Oh, so instead of the motor, he's the person who controls the motor.
He's
That's
Captain Pilot?
He is Captain Pilot.
Interesting.
It means pilot in a language that doesn't exist in the world. And after besting Captain Engine in his martial test and seeing the majesty of Selethak, the world-born angry, fighting Pharaoh Vern, the Star Eater, you gain just a little bit more insight into the world around you and your place within it. And you have all reached level 2 for your troubles.
Hey, what a surprise!
Does sound like an Elder Scrolls level up line, not gonna lie.
And I have instructed them to prepare their sheets.
Shit, guys, we got knocked out by that orb. We even slept. This actually was an Elder Scrolls level up sequence.
It was.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Time to abandon all the quests you've outleveled.
Oh,
no,
no.
you
Not
still good. You
this.
never abandoned quests.
Not again.
Matrix.
Too many times have I ended up on this border.
Oh, shit. What is my...
Right there. So I guess we'll just go down in order, and we'll start with Captain Jett. What is your hit die?
D10.
D10. All right. So, for those of you who don't know, we do the glass cannon method of rolling HP. The player will roll, and then I, as the DM, will roll, and then the player gets to take the higher of the 2 dice. And starting off strong there, Zephyrus.
See how long Grub keeps rolling rocks.
Yeah,
Right,
he
let's
only rolls
see.
rocks when he's against us, not when he's... fully
Yeah, no,
full.
like I'm gonna roll a 1.
Exactly.
That was that 2.
Ah.
Oh, no.
All right, and so we come to our variant rule. the Devil's Choice, which will allow the player, if he is unhappy with the higher of the two rolls, to in fact roll his hit points again with a lower die number. So, Zephyrus, since your hit die is 1d10, you may opt to not take this double 4 and instead to roll 1d8 and test your luck.
No, I'll
thought
take
we
the
were
4.
re-rolling on
Or
Is this a new thing?
Yeah,
I
I'll
thought we
take that.
re-rolled on matches.
Yeah, that's
no,
what I'm talking about.
this is not the Grant rule.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
No, it's if you don't like what you get, you can take the Devil's Choice.
Okay, so it doesn't even have to be 2 4s. It could be a 1 and a 3 and take Devil's Choice, or...
Yeah, you can take Devil's Choice. If you're unhappy with your hit die, you just roll at a lower die.
Alright.
I'm convinced that I would get a lower roll regardless if I rolled again, so I'm just going to take the 4 and be happy with it.
All right.
It's better than a
So,
1.
Don't forget to add your con mod.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, yeah.
And,
Should I keep closing this
And
thing?
don't forget favorite class bonus stuff, too.
Oh yeah, that's part of the level up,
Skill point, baby.
skill point or hit point.
Or
And, so
actual favorite class
that-
bonus options, which are bad.
Not
yeah, the
necessarily.
alternate options.
I don't have an option.
One
Well-
half bonus to caster, whatever.
So Jett, as a swashbuckler, do you get anything cool at level 2?
I do not know.
Ladies and gentlemen, someone who prepared their character sheet beforehand.
You had one job.
No, I do. I only get one interesting thing that I can do. And it is called Charmed Life. At second level, the swashbuckler gains a knack for getting out of trouble 3 times per day. As an immediate action before attempting a saving throw, they can add their charisma modifier to the result of the save. They must choose to do this before the roll is made, and at 6th level and every 4 levels thereafter, the number of times they can do this per day increases by 1 to a maximum of 7 times per day at 18th level.
Oh. So you could just decide, I'm going to be extra good at this save.
Basically, yeah.
Pretty good.
No, that's, let's say, Charmed Life, everyone. It's going to make it really hard to kill him.
That's the dream.
At least, by surprise. When I kill you, I just have to make sure you see it coming. All right, over to Leon. What's your hit die there, Leon?
It is also a D10.
Also, Jesus, such high hit point characters.
Okay, here we go.
All right, Leon.
All right.
Can we keep the 4 train going?
4 4s. 4 4s.
4 4s. I'm just gonna take the 4.
Oh,
I'm not even gonna. No,
Oh,
just no.
it hurts.
What dark sorcery? God, man. The 29 worms in a trench coat are now forming a magic circle and working some sort of eldritch dice bullshittery.
Oh, it's.
This is amazing.
Oh God, I don't know how it happened.
This is the
But
kind of
I
shit
love
you
it.
wouldn't believe if you didn't see it, and it's being recorded.
So the rules are right there.
Oh no, we've lost our Far Eastern viewers.
You're right with that one, Matrix. Oh, this bodes well for the party. What did you roll for hit points? Death.
And if Mista was a viewer, he is also gone.
Mista just left. He just called up an exorcist.
Oh man.
A character trait that makes no sense because Mista is fucking Italian.
For 4 is unlucky.
Yep. All right, there, Leon. Do you get anything cool at level 2?
Do I ever? Well, you see, I get, because of my archetype, there are a few things I would have gotten in first level that instead it shifted to second level, so I have a windfall of things that I've gained.
Oh, so you get like actual paladin abilities now.
Yes. So I get the Divine Grace class ability, which gives
What's
me
that?
It allows me to put my charisma bonus to all my saving throws, so now I'm unkillable.
Oh yes, the cheating fuck ability.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. Let those salty tears from all those evil creatures roll down my glorious paladin body.
And
Oh,
then I
God.
get
Hey, you're not a paladin in this one.
lay on hands, which is of course the paladin Healy power to touch people, and then they get better.
Slap
Other
some
reason
HP into
why
somebody
you're immortal.
Yes.
as a swift
And-
action, no less.
Only if
Only
you do it
on
to yourself.
yourself. If it's on others, it's a standard.
Oh, well,
But it's okay. I only get to do it 5 times a day.
It's still gross. It's a gross way to play this game.
Being a
You're
healer is gross. You heard it here, folks.
And now,
Make them more
for the
difficult.
final thing, as you might recall, I didn't get smite at first level.
Oh no.
So, my archetype gains the deed, smiting shot.
So
Which,
what you're telling me is, if you'd just taken 1 level in Gunslinger and 1 level in Paladin, nothing would have changed.
oh no, this is different. For you see, smiting shot is this. I spend 1 grit point, and I can add my charisma and level in damage against evil enemies. Or, if they're an evil outsider, an evil dragon, or an undead, it's charisma plus my level times 2.
Oh,
Ah.
Okay.
You
Well
know, on
then.
top of the fact that it's a touch attack.
Yeah, I was about to say, you don't really need the 2-hit bonus since, touch attack.
I half expected it to be like I didn't get it at first level, and I don't get it this level either.
Yeah.
You were hoping, you mean.
Ah, a DM can dream.
It is
A paladin without
something.
smite.
That's right. The paladin that doesn't just decide to give an enemy.
Would like to smite. It's like a
I have
barbarian
to,
not raging.
I have to just throw in like an extra evil creature just to bait out the smite.
And because it's tied to my grit, that means
Yeah.
if I save up my grit, I can do it
Right.
3
Just,
times a day.
And when you walk up and just tap something with it, you'll get your grit point back.
If I kill something with it, I get my grit point back. That's correct.
Oh God, that's a disgusting thing that you did
Oh
there.
no.
Gonna be great.
It's okay. It's okay. As a gun archetype from Pathfinder, this means I'm going to immediately fall off once we get to like level 4.
Ah,
Yeah. That's when you start getting just regular, gunslinger levels at that point.
No, that's when I switched to being a full paladin.
But can you switch to a
Fuck
full
that.
paladin after picking an archetype?
no, that's his archetype abilities. Kind of go back to just being a base paladin.
Okay.
And moving over to Devesh, what's your hit die?
A
Don't even
D10,
old
keeping up the
barbarian.
trait. Or trend, rather.
Oh well. Can we get 4 more 4s?
No. No, see, my luck is even worse.
I was
I,
looking away. What is your roll?
A 3. I spent my luck. Just last night, I used up
Damn
all
it.
of my luck opening gotchas in a video game, so I'm
Can we
expecting
get another
less
3?
than nothing tonight.
It hurts. It hurts so bad.
Don't worry,
I,
you got a
however,
4.
am not crazy, and I will be going down to a D8.
Okay.
See, it's already better.
Okay. Watch me roll a 4.
Wait,
You're,
you roll
you're
again
dice
too?
spotting if you roll a 4
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
again.
roll the double choice again.
Oh, I didn't realize. That makes it more terrifying.
What did you think?
I thought they just got to roll the lower dice because it's already a punishment.
Not that much.
Oh, there we
Hey,
go.
I'll take the 8. Thank you very much.
There we
Alright,
go.
that's pretty good.
See, sometimes the devil's choice is rewarding. That's
Yeah.
why we put it in there.
Listen,
See,
I only pick
even
angel
though,
words
like,
when I play
maximum-
Binding of Isaac.
It's still not like his maximum hit points he could have gotten, which is why it's a devil's choice.
Considerably better than what I would have had, though.
Yeah, it's better
Yeah.
than 3. It's like gambling, but with your life.
You got to know when to hold 'em.
No,
Like I
never
said-
hold. Keep going. Go, go, go.
Like I said, I only take angel runes when I play Binding of Isaac.
Yo,
Arn is the
listen,
guy who hits
though.
on 17.
That's true. That's more important for you. You fight at the front.
No blackjack players here then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I
okay.
would hit on 17, yes.
Yeah.
Yo, that's so bad though. You're gonna
Well, I
bust
mean-
most of the time.
I mean, yeah, but if my opponent's got a higher one anyways, what's the point?
But maybe they don't have a higher one.
Yeah, I think the dealer only takes 2 cards.
Yeah, but
I
they
wouldn't
win on
know.
the
I've
back.
never gambled.
Yeah, no, the dealer takes 2 cards, and you have to just try to get as close to 21. But the dealer never hits. I don't think. Then again, I honestly know jack
Or-
shit about actual blackjack.
You
yeah,
have
no, I
20,
can't claim
sir.
to know anything. Austin Powers. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I wouldn't hit on a 20.
Uh,
Or a 19, for that matter. An 18, maybe.
maybe, oh god.
I also like to live dangerously.
He got that 3 in 13 chance of actually getting it at best.
Right. Alright, Devesh, get anything cool at level 2?
I did. I also realized that I was misreading some things, and I, in fact, fist harder than I thought I did. I hit at D6s rather than D4s, so that has been fixed. But my new stuff is this level. I get evasion, and
I don't know how I didn't caught that, because I thought you were rolling d6s this entire time.
nope.
I wasn't paying attention.
Well, I appreciate you gimping yourself, and I encourage you to continue to do it.
I'm going to try not to. Anyways, I also got a neat little bonus feat to keep up my survivability, rather. And I didn't want to say anything about it because I was going to wait until you shot me with an arrow so I could
Oh, okay.
deflect
Well,
arrows, but I have deflect arrows now.
Oh, well, I mean, you didn't have to
Wait,
say
already?
which feat you took, but yeah, that is a good one.
And yes, already.
So you catch the arrows, give them to me.
I don't
I
think you can catch them yet.
them, no. I
That's,
just punch them out of the sky like some sort
Yeah,
of ninja.
catching them is a whole other thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right now he's just Royal Guard.
He just chops them out of the air.
Yeah, no, see, I'd be doing the arrow catching if I was a bow monk, after which I would catch your arrow and promptly shoot it back at you while flipping you off.
The power of Zen Archer.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
exactly. But that's too OP, and I didn't want to do that.
Yes, the one of the highest damage per round builds in Pathfinder.
Yeah.
A ranged character, but also a monk.
Basically, yeah, because their whole shtick is they get to flurry with a bow.
See, the
God,
closest
range is
I
so
wanna
good.
get
Oh,
is
Jesus.
like maybe like at most 15-foot reach key fisting things. That would be
Yeah.
pretty neat. But any more than that feels like it doesn't feel like a monk shtick, you know?
You got the zoom punch going on.
Yeah, basically.
Dislocate your shoulder in an instant.
Yeah, and just
Snap it
whip
back.
my arm out. Oh god. Hajime no Ippo. Oh, that was a show.
It's weird how often that's a thing in anime. It's just like, yeah, I'm going to dislocate my bones so my punch goes farther. It's like, okay.
That was in
Why?
JoJo as well.
I think it's also in Rurouni Kenshin
Lord.
It is.
Okay, yeah, that
Zoom
does
punch.
happen too much.
with the guy who also has like striped sleeves, so his arms look shorter already. So he just double cheats.
Oh god.
Well, but yeah, no, that's all I really get. Other than that, I just stacked my skills to be skillier.
Hell yeah. All right there, Rose Raza. What is your hit die?
I roll a 1d8.
All
Back
right.
up the d10 drain.
About to
Damn,
say,
your
don't
eye
worry,
was
I'll still
open.
roll a 4. Oh,
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. You're the only one with any luck on this.
Yep.
Curse of the Dice
Oh,
Bot
shit.
is finally done.
No. That's just grub and
Yeah,
rob.
no,
Where's
the curse is
Bot?
done. You won't roll a 1 at all. Nothing but nat 20s from here on out for y'all.
Uh-huh.
I himself
agree.
would kill you.
That's
I
that,
do not
that doesn't
tempt
solve
fate.
the Dice Bot curse at all.
No, I'm putting fate on your behalf.
Yeah.
I'm speaking for you.
Don't do that.
I didn't give you permission to do that.
I did.
Please do not do that. Oh, shit. And as we know, as the streamer, he has all of our souls in his hand.
Okay, I've come to terms with RNGesus.
Did you get anything cool at level 2, Rob?
I did. I got a number of cool things, actually.
2 is a big level for the alchemist.
Yeah, kind of. So I got my first discovery, and I chose infusion, so I can also help the party by giving people my extracts and not poison them.
It's a sad truth that that's just like a feat tax for the alchemist.
Yeah.
Spread your spells out.
Yep.
I mean, because it's allowing you to cast personal spells on your party, so...
Well, I mean, some of the spells aren't personal spells, like the cure light wounds I couldn't give to anyone else without this either. So.
Oh yes, casting personal spells on people besides yourself. You mean a thing all spells already do?
No, if they're personal, then you can only cast them
Range
on...
personal, you can't cast on other people.
Yeah. You can only cast them on...
Oh yeah, there are a few spells that do that, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like, I can't remember any off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Mage armor and shield. There's two.
There you go.
Oh, yeah,
mage,
there you go.
You can't give someone else mage armor.
But you...
Yep.
Could you imagine if you give person shield and Pathfinder's like, hey, do you want to be able to block a magic missile?
Imagine how OP
A thing that no
two-handed
enemy
paladin
does.
would be. No, dude, shield's just good because of that extra AC you can stack on.
Yeah, it's on
Since
top
it's
of
magic,
armor.
you don't have to hold it. So you
I thought
put
it
shield on two-handers if you have a wand of it.
Am I thinking of second edition or something?
Maybe. Either way, so you got the infusion.
I got infusion. I also got precise bombs, so now I can pick up to 4 squares that I don't want affected by splash damage on a successful bomb hit.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Now
so
you
I
can avoid being the team-killing fuck.
Yes, I can. That doesn't mean I will, but you know.
Now, see, now you can selectively choose who you kill.
Right.
Now you have plausible deniability.
Exactly. Oh, sorry,
See,
I ran out of squares I could affect. I thought you said
God.
4. No, I meant 2.
And he's the healer, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, we have to be nice to the alchemist or they'll make us drink napalm.
This is why you have me as the backup, I guess.
Yeah.
Drink this healing potion. Why is it warm?
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
And shaking.
And
It's
smoking.
getting really hot.
It's got a lot of bubbles in it.
Is
Yeah.
this thermite?
No, that's in my other canister I gave you.
Wait, what?
The third thing I get is alchemical weapon. So I can now infuse a weapon, which will presumably be my arrows, with a alchemical splash weapon, so like alchemist fire, and apply the effects of that alchemist fire on a successful hit.
Gross.
Damn.
It doesn't do the splash damage though,
Just, you know, sets people on fire.
but it
and
sets
then
people on
extra
fire.
damage.
It does 1d6 extra damage. Just I think it's a swift action to do that.
I was about to say, what kind of action is that?
Man, that's really good. That's
Move action. At this level. Later on, it's a swift action, and then at
What the
15th level, it's a free
fudge?
action.
That's pretty
Gotcha.
good. That
But,
validates magic arrows a little.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have to draw the alchemical weapon, or the alchemical item.
Alright,
what
guys,
wish
I'm
sheet
retiring as a
for-
gun person. I'm going to become an inquisitor instead.
It doesn't specify that you have to pull it out. I don't know. But it lasts a minute, though, anyway, so I can...
Pre-buff your ammunition.
Yeah, if I know I'm going to battle, I can pre-buff some ammo. But it does mean I'm going to have to start making some alchemist fire. And I also had some things that I completely forgot about ability-wise, where I ignored the first piece of soft cover provided by a person. When I'm
Would have been
when I'm
handy.
shooting. Would have been handy. I don't think there was ever a time when I couldn't hit someone because of it, but I did have to do like a lot more maneuvering around than
Yeah,
otherwise I would have.
I get you.
And I get some more spells which I haven't chosen yet because I'm bad and should feel bad. Sorry, not spells. Formulas for extracts.
It's okay. Eventually, you'll know every single one of them. Trust me.
That's
It'll happen.
Yep.
Just
So,
remember, if we ever fight a caster, you go for the book.
That's it.
You dive for that book.
oh yeah.
Well, all right. That is our party at level 2, ladies and gentlemen. Rose Raza, are you still down in hit points?
Just forget to.
Oh no,
reload your
I hadn't.
max.
Sorry. So that's one thing I didn't ask. Do we get like when we level up? Do we get those hit points automatically, like first to our current?
Yes.
Okay.
We are and max.
Just
Alright,
use video.
So
game
I am still down,
mechanics.
but I was actually. How long are we out after leaving the orb?
1 hour.
1 hour. So that's not long enough to trigger any kind of healing.
Yeah, we decided
No.
we're leveling up like when you're playing.
Yeah, that's how
Elder
long you
Scrolls.
rested. Like when you actually touch the orb, you're only out for a matter of minutes.
Okay. Oh yeah, that was how long we rested for.
But wait for Devesh to wake up, because Devesh has like what 9 non-lethal now.
Yeah, just enough non-lethal to not be unconscious.
Well, not anymore.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Now you got like half of it. I should have been at full, because I didn't take any damage that whole fight, which was like wonder of wonders.
I don't know why you're at
Yeah, it shows I was down 1. I'm gonna.
previous fight, because I mean you took fire damage
When?
from the witch's burning hands.
Oh right, yeah, that was the 1 damage. Oh yeah.
No,
Okay,
that I
Yeah.
rolled on that.
that's right. I was like, I'm not gonna waste the healing for just that.
No, I get you. But yeah, so that is the party leveled up, and we come once again to the classic words. What do you do?
Oh,
Well,
did what we
go
came here
collect
for,
the.
right?
Oh yeah, we did what we came here for. Let's go collect the poor tied up crazy person.
That.
That's who might be conscious now, right? Since we waited an hour.
Maybe.
Oh God. I believe Devesh tied her up, so hopefully she wasn't able to squirm out of that.
It was a pretty good check, if I remember right. Not terrible.
Yeah, no, it's 20 plus your CMB is the DC check.
That's
does
right.
hit.
Yeah, it's a It was a fixed one.
And you can't crit skill rolls.
Yeah. Well, I go and collect her, and then I guess. Actually, what time of day is it now?
Probably getting into.
Like we got here first thing in the morning, I think. So.
We had
Yeah.
our lunch, breakfast.
Oh, yeah, we had
brunch
our-
break. Whatever
yeah, we had our
time
breakfast, I
that
think.
was.
After doing all the, after being peeping toms and such.
But yeah, so it's been about. It's probably about middle afternoon now.
Why do you
Getting-
say Toms is a plural?
Oh, shut up!
She's roping you into her business.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
Yeah, no, we were all there peeping.
Yeah,
Oh, I remember it.
I remember it very clearly. We were all looking in there.
But yeah, I guess we just head back, right?
Engine is going to wave you off and sit down with a fresh bottle of grog.
Oh yeah, this probably won't work, but maybe consider like taking whatever chunk specifically you're bound to and try carrying it off the boat. See if it sticks.
He kind of looks at you. I don't feel like carrying the tooth with me, all the same.
Fair enough.
You could probably do it. You're strong enough.
You never know.
What are you
Could have
talking
been
about?
like
I'm only
one-
skin and bones.
Actually, no, you're not. You're just bones.
Doesn't that even prove even more my point?
Which means that you're clearly magical.
Not
never know.
magical enough to lift a ship, girly. Did I
Could've
hit you
just
too
been a
hard?
plank
You didn't
or
hit me at
something.
all.
Then why are you acting like you got a concussion? Was that the previous ailment?
Yes.
No,
Some prior conditions there.
no.
Yes.
Maybe.
I like to have faith in people, except when I don't.
I mean,
Oh,
is there
God.
some
Oh
third
no,
alternative
is
for
this
that?
is that just your character attribute? Oh god.
What, having faith in people, or the not having, or the being wish-washy about it?
It seems like kind of a binary status there. You either do or you don't. I'm failing to see a third option that would require clarification.
Oh, I just get to choose. Come on, Cinder.
What do I have
And,
that I can throw at you?
Why throw
So-
something at them when you can just throw them?
That's a good point, Khmer.
Nope.
Just gonna chuck Rose off the ship. Go swim with the lizard.
Just eat them.
I will pull out a bomb.
And
I've got one. Wait, no, I don't have enough shit.
I've got evasion. Fight me.
do you actually have evasion?
Yeah, that's
Already?
what I got. Yeah,
Damn.
I got evasion and deflect arrows at 2nd level.
Oh God, that's gross.
Yeah,
You didn't even say evasion. You said the deflect. You said the bonus feat deflect arrows. I didn't hear evasion.
I said evasion first.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
I missed that, but
Yeah, I think everyone missed it, and it's disgusting. Sweep
yeah,
that
no.
back under the rug.
I said evasion and deflect arrows.
It's a gross way you play this game.
she's not happy with any of the
Okay.
abilities that we got.
I'm just
No, I'm not a fan of things that make you harder to kill. Come on, you telling me you don't get class features that make you worse?
No, not
You
not
know-
this time around. Maybe
Ah.
later.
times, but I'm not a kobold, so
There you go. So can't imagine he's going to just lean back on the door. He's gonna start drinking his grog, and the blue flames are gonna kind of die down as the magic fades, and he's gonna go back to sleep.
That was fun.
couldn't have
Go
said
home.
it better.
You have a weird definition for the word fun.
No, I think you're outnumbered this time. You're the one with the weird sense of fun.
I was going to say it was sarcasm, but I like his opinion better.
I mean, playing cards with them was fun.
Yeah.
Took you long enough to wake up, though.
All right. So as you come back,
See here, where's my CMB to trip Rose? as she walks by?
I do need some perception checks.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Devesh and
Oh,
Rose.
sorry, that's me. Yeah. I forgot to change my...
It's all right.
Things happen.
As you sort of walk along the pier, you see something on the ground in front of the building you left the witch tied up in.
Uh-oh.
It first appears to be like smoke, but it's on the ground like it's heavy, like it's a heavy mist. Just
Like
kind
a-
of,
like a fog of heavier than air gas that...
yeah, like a gas that's
alchemist might-
heavier than air. It's just kind of congealing on the ground as it swirls with the air currents.
Yes, a gas
have
heavier than air,
we
like most
seen-
gases.
No.
Hey, you're not the chemist here.
Uh,
But,
So, what would
yeah,
it
that's what you
take
see.
to identify this thing as a knowledge roll? Is there any knowledge roll we can try?
Planes.
I don't think I have planes. No, I don't. Does anyone else happen to have planes?
not I,
nope.
said the monk.
Yeah, the closer you get to it, you can kind of see that it's not alchemical. It's clearly something either
Yeah.
magical.
Does it seem to be... Is it, like, touching the door? Is it, like, it coming out of the door? Or...
It's almost like footprints. It's little spatterings in a trail that either lead up to the door, lead away from the door, something.
How big are the
Little misty
footprints?
step.
It's just little pools of this stuff.
So, like, fist size, foot size?
Yeah, about foot-sized.
Okay, foot size. Well, let's
Just
go
little
check
pools of
on
this
Little Miss
swirling-
Crazy.
Make sure she's
See what the hell's going on
alive.
there. Yeah. I'd hate that if she died that because we tied her up.
I mean, what else
I
are we
didn't
gonna
shoot that
do?
at all.
No, I mean, we didn't have much else to do, but that doesn't mean I want her to have died.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to remember my characterization. Was she a witch?
Yeah, as far as you can
Oh,
tell.
fucker. No, not actually care.
But I killed someone.
And
I
so,
wanted to get
as you sort of round the corner there, you realize that the witch is nowhere to be found.
Yeah,
fuck.
can I roll
Uh.
survival?
To do what?
Attempt to figure out what happened, where she went.
Yeah, you can try.
I will roll as well, because I actually have a point into survival now!
You see that through like the rotting wood, there's what would indicate footsteps, but it sort of coincide with these puddles of black, oily smoke that just kind of congeal on the ground.
Oh, it's black. Okay.
Yeah, it's black. And you think that maybe something trailed this stuff in and grabbed the witch and then left.
Well, do you think it's
I,
worth
like-
following?
Must we?
Because you see, like, the footsteps leading out are heavier than the ones coming in based on the indent into the rotting wood. Basically, the footprints are... the shadow stuff is congealing in, like, footprints in the wood that look to be kind of skeletal, but you really have never seen footprints like this.
Can I scoop up some of the like fog with something from my alchemical kit? Like, I assume I have vials and stuff from there.
You can try, yeah. Roll craft
Okay.
alchemy.
Well, should we go after them? Something's obviously happened.
All right, Rose. You are able to scoop some of the shadow stuff into a vial. You notice that it is incredibly cold.
Interesting. could be
Like-
useful.
Like, seems to suck in heat.
How does it behave in the vial? Out of
Yeah,
curiosity.
It's
at
like
the bottom.
bottling actual smoke.
It could have sits at the bottom.
Yeah, it's heavy smoke.
Interesting.
Curious. Very curious. Let's see where these leads. I don't like unanswered questions.
All right. Well, I'm going to gesture at the eyeball to come closer and point at the footprints.
Get a good shot of this.
Explain what we think happened and what we're going to go check out before we go back, since, we have technically finished why we were here.
You see the eyeball like look at the shadow stuff. You see the thin purple light come out from its eye again and just sort of sweep over the stuff. And for the first time since this thing has been following you, you see it blink.
Wait, it can do
Where
that?
where do the lids come from?
It's like a mechanical iris that comes from the metal discs.
Oh.
A shutter. Interesting.
Exactly.
Do we hear like a spool of film inside the eye?
Oh yeah, the little twinge of the charge. You smell ozone.
Yeah. The
Oh
flash.
dear.
I start looking for the source of the ozone.
Well,
So,
Yeah.
that seems like a bad sign, guy.
Yeah. When the observer is interested in taking photographs.
If that was a photograph.
I
For
mean-
all we know, that thing that I thought was, legit just a magic eyeball just blinked because I think we might have surprised it, which is worrying.
Either one is kind of concerning.
Yeah, because it did the scan thing last time when we showed it
It did the scan thing
the
and
lady.
yeah, that's what revealed the arm with the
Yeah.
tattoo.
That's why we knew she was an asylum escapee.
Yeah.
But we don't know what exactly it means. The blink
What
is
does it
new,
mean?
though, and it worries me.
Yeah.
But this thing doesn't, communicate. I don't know how intelligent it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can actually be like, okay, roll your eyes once for yes, twice for no.
It's devilishly difficult to have a conversation with.
All right, so you have these inky, sort of oily smoke footprints leading into Breakwater, the harbor, or at least the ruin that now stands as Breakwater Harbor. So, what do you do?
Well, our eye reacted differently than usual. Do we know anything about that?
No.
And we have no real means of communicating with the eye?
You can talk at it, and you presume that it understands you, but it has no means of communication that you know
Alright.
of.
We look at the eyeball, and then we look in the direction of the thing, like, should we go?
Yeah, is this a bad idea? Float, up and down for yes, left and right for no.
It floats in a circle,
In a circle.
as if to shrug.
Crap.
Alright, well, let's check it out, I suppose.
Yeah, it does not actually have a language. I mean, this is a thing, but it has a stat block. It's just nobody knew what it was.
All right.
We know it's an observer. That's all.
No.
I guess
Presumably
let's
has enough intelligence to understand us after that.
let's do whatever.
Yeah, let's follow it. I don't like I said, I don't like questions unanswered.
And so you see, or you follow the. I guess I could just roll over your survival. You had a 16 there, assisted to 18 by Rose Raza.
Mm-hmm.
And,
roll that one again. That was a low one.
Same here.
Well, like I said, it's not hard since all you got to do is follow the little puddles of shadow stuff, and it will lead you to
Hogwarts.
a large building in the center of Breakwater Harbor, or in the central area of Breakwater Harbor,
Close enough.
that appears to have once been a grand library.
This is not someplace we've been yet.
No, it is not. It is further into Breakwater Harbor, but again, this is a large building that appears, like I said, it looks to be a waterlogged and ruined library. You even see like Breakwater Library, kind of in faded, cracked stone.
Even more useless than a normal one, a waterlogged one.
I start looking for anything that might not be completely destroyed.
I think we need to find a way in first.
Oh, well, if we need to find a way in.
Well, you see that the front entrance is mostly collapsed, but as you approach, it appears that someone has dug out a tunnel into the building.
I really don't like this.
I'm not the biggest fan of it myself.
I'm not too good
Would
at
it be
climbing or swimming.
I could try and climb up to look around. First, though, would it be a different survival check to try and get an idea of how much traffic this area has had, or how recently that tunnel has been dug?
Yes, you can.
Damn it, it's even worse. Is that 3?
So
I think I'm helping Rose this time.
you can, you've assisted Rose to a 20, and with a 20, collective 20, I can tell you that this is not a very heavily trafficked area. In fact, there appears to be no other footprints aside from the shadow stuff, and the tunnel looks to have been cleared recently, as in within the last couple of weeks.
Okay, but not within, like, the last hour as if done with Move Earth.
No, nothing like that.
Okay. Is the...
And there seems to be more shadow stuff here.
Okay, well, whatever it is, I think we found where it's been hanging out. Would you all like me to try and scout around a little before we go in?
Might be a good idea.
Is the bottle of stuff that I had, is it still feeling cold? Does it warm up at all?
No, it doesn't warm up.
Okay. I might get a couple more bottles of that. I'm sure that something useful could be done with that.
Yeah, it feels almost like ice.
If it doesn't warm up and you keep it in the vial, you just use it like straws to chill drinks.
Right. It's something useful, like, air conditioning and the,
Good lord. Anyway.
Rose invents air conditioning, goes on to become a millionaire.
There we go.
Indoor plumbing. It's gonna be big.
It's gonna be big.
It's gonna be big.
Do you guys think I should try and go through the tunnel, or should I try and scout around the actual building itself with some climbing first?
I think discretion is the better part of valor. Let's see what we can find out before entering enclosed areas.
Yeah, I
All
agree
right,
with
then.
that.
So I will poke around the outside more. I will leave the lower sections to you guys. I will take the upper area.
I'm only good at acrobatics, so if I were to go up...
And so if you climb the library, you notice that the roof has all but caved in. And it's at one point, it was probably like 2 or 3 stories. If there was like a third story, it collapsed into the second story. And now it's just a layer of rubble serving as whatever's on the first floor's roof.
So no way in up here, just rubble.
You could try to dig your way, but that would take some time.
Those of us going around the outside and the floor level find any ways to look in?
You see a couple broken and shattered windows, and if you look in, you see mostly the same just destroyed, like, bookshelves, books that have clearly just kind of disintegrated into water slurry. And you see just bookshelves upon bookshelves of, someone had maybe come to take out maybe what was valuable, but they left behind a lot in the rubble that is just deteriorated over the years. So, like, pages disintegrated, and all that's left is the leather backing, and even that's rotted.
Yeah.
No additional signs of anybody moving around?
No, but you do see that another similarly cleared tunnel going down into what was probably the library's basement.
On the inside or on the outside?
On the inside.
Okay.
You're seeing it through like a window. But you can see, and even from that distance, you see more shadow stuff leading down.
Alright. Well, I'll rejoin the others and let them know. No way in from the top. It's all caved in. Someone's been digging. Gods only know how far down it actually leads.
There's one thing to dig through rubble. It's a whole other thing to dig through a mass of dirt.
I don't know what this place was like before it all got destroyed. Who knows what kind of cellars they all had. For all we know, there's a bunch of interconnected passageways. You know who lives here. Or lived,
True.
I guess.
Very true.
So are we going in, or are we leaving it be?
I was just about to ask, do we want to risk it? Or should we rest and come back? Or just
so
ignore
we
it, in
haven't
fact?
done any kind of long rest, so like all of our spells have been expended and stuff are still expended, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't have any bombs left. Much as I hate to say it, curiosity drives me on, but we're not very well equipped for spelunking.
Yeah, and unlike you all, I can't see in the dark very well.
You really should get that sorted out.
Yeah, let me work on that.
Be sure to eat your carrots.
And
I'm gonna snap.
so nobody's actually gone inside the main building yet, have they?
No, we have not.
Okay.
Don't think we actually are yet, it's sounding like.
Yeah, I'm thinking we set up out here
So you set up camp?
Yeah, is there like a building nearby that
We could set up.
Oh,
on
there's
top.
plenty of nearby buildings.
would be like less crumbly than the library?
I mean, yeah, you can go find one of the comfortable buildings,
Yeah.
like the first one that you explored when you came here.
Oh,
Where you found the
Let's go
wine.
take a nap.
a little bit too much teen
I think
eggs
we should be
hanging
a
in the
little
air there.
Further over.
All right, so you're gonna take a rest then,
I suppose so.
I think so.
because it's. Do you need 8 hours or do you need 24 hours? Because divine characters only need 24 hours of rest.
24 hours of rest.
Well, not
What?
24. Divine characters replenish their spells at
Every
the beginning of
24 hours.
at the beginning of each day, whereas arcane casters can kind of cheat, and they need 8 hours of rest.
Okay, let's see.
Because divine characters, they prepare their spells at the beginning of the day when they pray. So technically, a wizard can get like multiple sessions, although it's a bit cheesy to do that.
I could have sworn there was a caveat that you couldn't actually prepare spells more than once a day, or something
mean,
along those lines.
you
I
can-
think it has to do with like leaving slots open.
Yeah, you can leave slots open.
Yeah, because I know you can do that.
Oh,
I think there's something. Anyways, I wanted to ask, is there any roles we can make to like make makeshift alarms around this building just in case?
Oh, we do have a dog. that
I mean,
has-
yes, we also have a dog, but
I have a bird.
okay, yeah, no, the alchemist, you prepare your extracts every day, so
Yeah.
you would have to wait until the next morning to replenish spells.
Same with bombs.
Yeah.
but we could set up a watch on the building
True.
if we
Let me look.
are determined to go in there and we want to do a rest to get all the
Yeah.
resources back. We'd probably be best off picking a spot that we want to make a camp at, and then
Spending the time to.
spending the time watching the building until we actually sleep.
I'll take
Yeah.
one of the late shifts. I've got dark vision.
Okay, so you guys are going to set up a watch. Okay, you're going to set up nearby the library, or you're going to set up like away from it?
Near
I think
it.
the actual camp
within
should
sight.
be a little bit off from it, but I think we should be watching it from somewhere closer.
Basically,
Okay.
I think we're going to be camping close to it because we got to be able to keep an eye on it regardless. So it's going to be within eyesight of where we're camping.
All right, give me perception checks, everyone, to represent your watch. Because you are going until the next morning, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my god, the only things I've rolled above a 10 so far are the two perception checks.
All right,
19.
you roll something.
Oh gosh.
All right, so
Oh, don't forget, I'm looking up what the specific is for the guard dog. What it is that they have.
Oh yeah, I gotta roll its perception as well.
I mean, you got a 23. You think your dog's going to beat 23?
I mean, but the guard, the dog doesn't need to really rest, so it could be basically on patrol for most of the night.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, animals don't need to sleep. That's not the mechanics.
Nope, not at all. They don't have spells to recover.
Oh dear.
Attack, defend, down, and guard.
I'd say at that point you just take 20 on telling it to guard.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hey, do it.
I did
guard.
actually put some points into handle animals.
And
so
there you go.
I have a +1 now instead of a -1.
There you go. All right.
Congratulations.
Oh dear.
Congratulations.
All right. Well, you find that. I will say that a lot of you passed the perception check. And as you're watching over the library and the sun starts to dip down, you see lights kind of flickering in the library as if someone had a light spell. As something
You're going to
moving
say a
around.
rave.
Is that
No.
the only building in the area that's lit up?
Yes, it is the only building that has any sort of activity. As you could also hear splashing from presumably something walking in the puddles that are inside the library. The sort of wet sound of waterlogged books being kind of, either perused or thrown about, and the grinding of metal,
All from the library.
all from the library. And
A weird warforged.
Rose Raza, you actually hear like a hollow sounding voice muttering to itself. You can't make out the words, but
Can I make out whether it's male or female? Are they high pitch or low pitch?
sounds, it's low pitch, very
Okay.
low pitch.
Okay.
Interesting.
Low pitch usually indicates something on the larger side, but not always.
Well, from your vantage point, I mean, you don't think anything large is moving in
No,
there.
not mechanically large, just like big burly kind of.
No.
And it's
Wonder.
like, how much is it moving around? Is it moving around every like?
It's
constantly, or
constantly moving around,
constant motion?
as if it's searching for something.
Did it appear to...
And eventually,
I was going to ask, did it appear to originate from within the library, or did we see something enter it?
it's in the library when you're watching the library.
Okay.
And like it'll periodically come up, seems to search for something, and then disappear, and it happens on each one of your watches.
Okay.
And it's going back down into the cellar, I assume?
You would assume.
Hmm.
Because it fades away and you don't see anyone leave the library.
Well, we didn't see any other exits, so it stands to reason that's where it goes.
So it's either a cellar dweller or ghosts.
Well, most ghosts don't need light to see, so my guess would be
Fair point.
cellar dweller.
Well, do we want to risk investigating after the last few things we've run into?
I think we should investigate. At least one of us.
If we're gonna investigate, we're all going.
That's my preferred way, but
Yeah, never split the group. Not in these instances.
never split the body.
Indeed. Is it the next morning at this point? Are we reconvened and like talking with each other?
Yeah, no, if you have nothing else to do during the night, then yeah, you can proceed to the next morning.
Thank you all for giving us a listen. We will return shortly with the second part of this episode, and we look forward to seeing you again on the Gilded Cage for Part 2, Mechanical Fault.